Alright, so today we are about to dive on a topic on how human interaction is declining by the social media. How social media corrupt the human interaction. So I would like to start by saying that I am not certainly against the social media. My presence is also due to the online platform that is called as YouTube. Perhaps even more importantly, as an the Indian citizen, social media allow me to effortlessly stay in a contact with my friends and my family around the world. Even more importantly, still social media act as a positive implications for many people living in developing countries, and so the world largest social media companies are at the heart of these positive changes. Here you can see that Facebook, Insta, Twitter, for example, another social media platform has give the internet access to over more than 25 million people around the world who have been able to reap many benefit that the internet is provided. These people live in countries ranges like Kenya to Colombia, and the program is only the first 2 years. Even also social media give voice to the people. It allow to fight for what we believe in it and keep the people safe, and it allow us to create the movement in the name of what we think and what is right. But the fact of the matter is that the motion is not about the benefit of the social media. It is not about whether or not the internet is good or bad. The motion put us today is about the impact of the social media can have our interactions, on our relationship, on each other, and every one of our lives on a deeply personal level. As a society, we are constantly feeling the need to be seen by the massive amount of the people. We are growing more and more dependent on instant gratification in order to feel included. We are forced to post grams, snap, tweet, upload, pin, check in, sweep, like, share, react, or the messages. So our real human connections are being replaced by the virtual relationship. The simple truth is that for most part we are spending the huge proportion of our life living in a digital universe or a virtual universe, and it is corrupting the way that we are act with each other. But before I go to the more detail about the way in which the social media is affecting our life, it fall on me to introduce the opposition of the social media. So now moving forward, like to continue this topic. The first point is to discussing the impact of the social media is have us on an individual level. Because if we can agree that the social media is affecting us individually and changing the way that we behave, it follow the social media is affecting the way of the interaction with each others. And the research from the University of Pittsburgh Schools of Medicine studies over 1700 people between the age group of 19 and 32. It was found that on an average, the participants were spending 61 minutes per day on social media and visiting social media websites over 30 times per week. This research was conducted in 2014 and the number has been growing steadily since that the time. Over one quarter of the young people survey displays the indicator of the high level of the depression, and the people who frequently checking the social media were found to be 2.7 times more likely to be the develop depression than the average. So the social media create a lot of depression for a lot of the people, and of course that the depression is affecting the way that we interact with each other in a physical world. Perhaps even more troubling that the relationship between the social media and the depression is the relationship between the social media and eating disorder in the young people. And I'm not just talking about the young girls. Eating disorder today are affecting the people of all genders, of all races, and from all the social economical background, and in some cases of all ages as well. Now moving forward, the rise of the pro-anorexia and the pro-ya community coupled with the advancement in the social media algorithms now mean that these troubling community have the way of reaching people who are not even necessarily searching for them in a first instant. As somehow whose immediate family have been directly affected by the ravages of eating disorder, I can tell you that social media does not a part to play. Even some platform like Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr are giving young people distorted image how their body should look, and often time the result is serious mental illness that has far reaching implications on loving families and loving friendship. The main fact that the Facebook and the Instagram have some simple method for reporting self-harming and suicidal content is respectable. But it is also a chilling indictment the extent of this problem. So if we take a step back and examine the question that we should look at so far, why social media causing depression, why social media causing eating disorder? The answer is one that I think we all inherently know by being constantly presented with high idealized view of our peers. Social media elicit feeling of envy and feeling of inadequacy by stealing us with the often false belief that other people are living more successful and more fulfilling lives. Yes, I know social media is not evil, but it can very well be dishonest. It present us with the standard that is unrealistic, a reality that is unreliable, and the world which has been filtered and altered for the benefit of the another group of peoples, and that is very essence of the corruption. Not only is social media corrupting the way that we behave as individuals in our own lives, it is also changing the way that we are act as a society and the way that we interact without the political leaders. As we know, the last recent election of the PM, the Facebook and YouTube functions the extra vote and functions the changing the mind makeup of the people. Perhaps you giving the more serious example in a Facebook recent fake news scandals. These alter the information, this filtering the reality is once again a very hard for what the corruption is really going is. But the issues goes deeper than any one scandal. Social media is giving massive followings of the people who are popular rather than the people who are professionals. Truth is quickly being replaced with speed and access, and the generalist integrity is something that is quickly become harder and harder to find. We are not having organic interaction with each other, with our friends, with our ideals, with our family, or with our political leaders. And if you think we are, I would urge you, you are more spectacle. Now, all over in summary, my message is simple. We are not condemned social media, but it to aware that the fact is corrupting our interaction. So I say to you all, it's time to stop stalking and start talking. And sometime you can learn more by looking someone in the eyes than you can from looking at social media profiles. So proud to propose. Thank you.